So Brick, what kind of advice do you have for buyers? Well, first, let me give you my most important piece of advice, and that is to get pre-approved, pre-qualified for your loan. The reason I say this, there's no sense in running out and start looking at homes and not know what you can afford. I can assure you that the houses you can afford, you'll like a whole lot better than the ones you can't afford. So where do you find a lender? Well, I would go to your authority figures. Recent friends that might have purchased, parents, trusted advisors. You can ask me, and I'll be glad to supply you with a list of my lenders, and other people will too. The one place I will tell you not to look, don't go to the internet. And the reason I mean this is that internet lenders are probably out of state. They're not familiar with our local customs. Therefore, they make a lot of mistakes on what your closing costs are. They can have switch and bait programs. I can't tell you how many times I've been at the settlement table with a buyer who had gotten their own internet lender, and bam, guess what? We got a surprise. So let's do something locally with lenders. And the reason I say that, if something goes wrong, you want to have a desk you can go bang on. And that's why I have a bunch of great local lenders, but I don't think any of their desks have ever been beat on by many of my clients. Find a lender you like. And as you would find a lender you like, let's find a realtor you like. You need somebody that you've got a great deal of rapport with. You've got to have trust in this person, and that they will advise you, counsel you properly, and are not in it for a quick commission. There are a lot of part-timers out there. Find somebody who's a true professional to work with. The next thing I would have, my word of advice for you would be to start looking. And it's never too early to start looking. If your lease is up in 6 months, it's time to get out there and start getting educated on the market. What are good ways to get educated on the market? Well, with my buyers, lots of times I will create my home finder service for them, and this way they can start monitoring the market by seeing what comes on to MLS, what goes off, what goes under contract. That's a very good way. Attending open houses is a great way, but let me warn you about open houses. Most open houses, the reason agents hold them is to prospect for new buyers. Although they're trying to sell that house, there's about a 2% chance that a buyer will walk into an open house and buy it. The reason agents take their Sundays for open houses is they're prospecting for new buyers. So if you have found an agent that you like and you have great rapport with, then to get a whole bunch of their business cards, and whenever you go into an open house, hand the agent on duty your agent's card. I will assure you this is like giving garlic to a vampire. This will, when they ask you to sign that register to show who you are, that's to get your telephone number so they can bug you at dinner time. So give them your agent's card, and that'll cut out those calls. The other thing is that once you have kind of found the areas you like, visit it at off hours. If you went on a Sunday afternoon, go back and visit during a weekday afternoon. The reason I say to visit at different times is, let's say that the very reason you picked out this neighborhood was because it was close to a particular school. But guess what happens during the weekdays? Well, there are kids leaving the school, speeding through your neighborhood. So visit neighborhoods you like at off hours and find out all you can about the neighborhood. Also, expand your search out a little bit wider around those neighborhoods you like. I don't want you, after we've closed on your house, saying, hey, Brick, why didn't you tell me about the train that blows its whistle at 5 o'clock in the morning? I would have told you that, but a lot of agents won't. Anyway, those are my big tips for any buyers. Get pre-approved, pre-qualified, find an agent that you like. Start looking, never too early to start looking, and do your homework and do it thoroughly. And if you do, then you will have a wonderful transaction. You'll have a great buying experience.